I've done a new marking for the U card, and basically, what's the previous week? What we, I mean, per the analysis we did, okay, we saw that there was the possibility of U card, okay, rising up, okay, or moving into buy, and that was the prediction. Unfortunately for us, I mean, we got what we were looking for. If you look at what we are seeing now, okay, basically it tells you that the buy has just started. This is weekly, okay. This is the weekly time TF. You see, the buy has just started, something small, okay. Now the question we are asking ourselves is, if you look at this candle, this very candle, this very candle, Nana, hey, and close the door. Basically, what this is what an impulse, okay. This is an impulse candle, and basically we asking ourselves, is it going to continue downwards, or can we assume that our buy has started? Okay, anybody who was in the market from here can hold the buy. Okay, let's go to the weekly. Let me show you something in the weekly. If you no daily, if you go to even daily cries moves, okay, good. So let's look at the 4-hour. Okay, if you look at the 4-hour, so like I was saying, anybody who picked, who entered the market from here, yes, anybody who entered the market from here can hold, okay. And let's look at the pip that is involved here. From here to where it is before now is moving, is as if it's returning or reversing. It's what, 113 pips. Do I have the team on the line?
Sure.
Yeah.
Guys, you can unmute. You can unmute and be speaking through. Okay.
You see, that is 113 pips. I'm not sure what that can do for you. Okay, but you see, the good thing is, and that is why we say that this game is about money. This game is about money. Anybody who picked the market from here, okay, whoever picked it from here and decided to even take a profit here, okay, would have what, gotten this. Okay, so assuming you have, let's say you had a $3,000 account, okay, and then you decided to hit it by standard. Okay, standard means $1 per and see, if you did that, this is what you would have gotten. That is 1111. Let's even say 107 or 100 pips. 100 pips, just a standard lot. If you convert it, how much are you getting, Mr. Eze? Mr. Eze?
We are with you.
Yeah, I'm asking 100 pips, okay, by a standard lot.
That's a lot. You want me to calculate it, eh?
Yes, please. No, I want us to. You see, that is what is when you see the money involved, then you will learn to appreciate it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I can just do a quick one. Quick one, I think.
Okay.
You go on. I'll do a quick one,
Okay.
just 100 on standard.
So this is what happened in the week. Now what we are saying is this going to, okay, we've seen a correction here. Okay. Now the question is it going to reverse entirely, or our buy has what initiated? If that is what we are saying, then this is what we are expecting. Okay, we can draw our trend line from here. We draw our trend line from here. Okay, and expect this correction. Expect this correction to hit here, to hit our trend, and then what? Continue. You see, and like we already know, the market moves in what? 3
directions.
The market moves in 3 directions. You have your impulse, you have your correction, and then you have your continuation. And usually the correction is about 50%, 50 to 60% of the impulse. And this is when we are what? Moving the downward, when we are selling.
Sure.
Okay. The same way when we are moving up, we have our impulse. Okay. We will have a correction, which will be about 50% of this impulse. And then we can get our continuation. Okay.
Sure.
So anytime we miss an entry, okay, so like here, I will not advise anybody to just jump into the market now. If you follow the principle, you will see that once you miss it from here and it's gotten to this point, you can pull your hold on, you can pull your fib.
Your fib, yeah.
Okay, and then just put it there and look at where it's gotten to. Okay, let me clear
screen.
Okay, so yes, so if you put a fib over there, 50% mark is here. 50, these are 50%. These are 50% mark. Okay.
Sure.
So when it gets here, we are expecting that it will drop by 50% here, or the worst case scenario, it will drop to us 60% or the 61% mark. Sometimes it doesn't get to the 50, it gets to the 38% mark. And then what happens? It returns back. Okay, and so that is what we are expecting. And so for now, I will not advise anybody who missed it from this point to enter into a buy. Neither would I advise anybody to enter into a sell. We just wait for this correction
to complete.
For this correction to complete. Once this correction completes, what you do, you can enter into the market. Now, because you are working, it becomes difficult for you to know when this correction will complete. What I will do usually is I will put a buy here, a buy limit here. I will put a buy limit here. I will put a buy limit here. The biggest of the lot that I will put here is this one. Okay, is the one at the 61%. Fib. Okay, that will be my biggest lot. This one, let's say, will be, let's say, if I have a very good account, this one, the 50th will be, let's say, 0.05 or 0.5. Yes, 0.5. And then this one will be 0.25. Okay, the first one, the 38% fib, will be 0.25.
Sure.
This will be 50. And then maybe I'll do this 1.75. And that is when I have an account of about 3,000 or even, let's say, 2,000. If my account is not up to that, then I would want to do here 0.1. I will do here 0.05 and then here 0.02. Okay.
So you mean you make it a micro lot size, right?
Fantastic.
50%, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that, and with all this, I would have my stop loss, because the probability of it reverse, the moment it reverses and goes beyond the 618, then we seen like a reversal. Okay. Sure. And so is the reason why you should also what? have your stop loss. And that is why that's why I'll make this one very small, because if it reverses against me, I mean, the impact from here, which is 0.02, is not much. Okay. Now, this is where it will hit me big. The 0.618%, assuming it reverses on that one too. You get, and that's why I put that one below. Any question?
Now you talked about the pips. You wanted to know
Yes.
the pips. Yeah, so
Yes.
I got the pips for you. So if on a standard for let's say just U card, the standard
Yes.
for U card 400 pips in dollars is going to give you $730.
$730. Okay. And let's look at how long it took this to happen. It took us just a day.
24 hours plus
yes,
4 hours.
1 day, 4 hours.
28 hours. That's not bad.
28 hours to earn $730.
Yeah, when you convert it to our local cash, you know it, right?
And this is the game of Forex. Okay.
Yeah.
It's about being patient. It's about what, having a good investment. Okay, a good capital. If you have the capital, then I can assure you that what you will make the money.
Sure.
Okay, because the one using a 3,000 account would easily make 1,000, compared to the one who is using, let's say, 100 or a 200 or a $500 account that he is playing 0.01, 0.02, 0.05. I mean,
yeah,
you will make the pips, but in terms of monetary, it will be low. Okay, but there's one part of it that we always need to look at. You should also look at what the return on that money. So if you have a $10 account, okay, and you have a $10 account and you are making a $5 in a day, okay, that is more than what? That's about 50.
It's almost like, is it 5% or 1%
no,
of your?
You are making 50. You've made 50%.
How much? What's your total? What's your total capital?
Your capital is 10, or you're saving your capital is $100. $100,
Okay.
and then
you are making
you are making $5 a day.
Oh yeah, that's 5% a day. Yes. That's a lot.
You see, no bank will give you 5%
right?
a day.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
No bank will give you 5% a day. So sometimes you also need to look at it from that point. Okay.
You need to
so you don't become greedy. Because if you are just looking at the
face value of the amount and not the percentage wise, not the ROI.
Yes, if you are looking at it from that point, then you miss, and that is where you get greedy. But if you are looking at ROI, return on your investment, and you see that you are making 5% daily, I mean, it should tell you that anytime you make the 5%, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
You know, I just did something. 5% of 2K bucks. 2K bucks is $100. So it means that, and it's easy to make $100. I can close my eyes and make $100.
Yes.
With 2K bucks, I can close my eyes and make $100.
And if you make it, you need to go out of the market.
Yeah.
Set a target for yourself.
Joe, are you listening?
You set a target for yourself that I have $2,000 account and I want to make 30% every month. Okay. And if you have that mindset, I can assure you that you will not blow your account.
That is what we call compounding. Compound your account with discipline.
Compounding, exactly. But if you are looking at doubling the money, within a month, then that one I can assure you that what you are playing with fire. It becomes what it becomes what my boss, my mentor will say, a gambling. You are gambling with your capital, and I can assure that you lose it anyway. So that is just a few about it. So
The
if
expectation for
like
you card for this week.
yeah. So let me just clean it. Let me just clean it and then continue with it. Okay, good. We are here.
While I wait for you, we wait for
Yes.
I just
So
okay, fine. Go on. Go on.
yeah. So that is it. Okay. So for me, I still see that the buy has not started yet. My expectation is that it will drop to somewhere here. Okay. The worst case scenario, it will get to this point. Then we can see our full what buy starting. But you see, where it's gotten to is possible. Let's look at it. You see, the last time it got here, it got to this level. This is what you see. It was here. It was here. It was here, and then it went. It corrected to this point, and it started going. Okay, and on the bigger picture, this is what we are seeing. On the bigger picture, we are seeing impulse correction continuation. Okay, and then what? There was a bigger correction, and we were expecting it to continue. But look at what happened. We had a breakout, and then it went up. You get it? So instead of it correcting to this point, this is what it did. It reversed. Okay. Now this is a channel.
Yeah.
This is a channel. You see, the correction was in a channel. Look at what it was doing. At a point in time, it will step out of the channel.
Mhm.
You see, it will do this, and that is where we got a breakout here. And
Yeah.
now it come down. Okay. And that's what I said. I am expecting it to get to somewhere here before we can see our actual what buying starting. So yes, we have seen some. Of course, I mean, I made 1,600. Was it up to? I think I made about almost about 1,000, and then I still have an account that is running with 679.
Sure.
Okay, I still have it. Uh, I still have it opened just to look at what will happen this week too. And that is what we said. Anytime you entering into the market, at least have about 2 lots or 2 openings. Okay. And the moment you record blue, okay, quickly you move your stop loss into profit for all the 2, and then you set a target for yourself. Now, for me, what I did was this is what I did. When the market started moving for me, I put a TP here. I had a TP here. I had a TP here.
Sure.
So when it got there, it took the profit. The first TP was here, but that one I closed it manually. And now the last one, which is the biggest lot, it was 1. That one I pick it from here, and that is the one that is running. So now I'm waiting that it will correct and then continue. If it doesn't, I already have my stop loss in profit somewhere here. So when it reverses to this point, what happens? It automatically what my stop loss will hit, and then I have what my blue. Every blue is blue. It is better to record a blue of 0.0 whatever, as long as it is blue. Okay. Anyway, so that is
card.
What
Right?
happened? Yeah, that's what happened for the U card over the week. But like I said, we're still expecting, and you can see a correction here. Okay, you can see the correction. You can see the correction. Yes, you see, if you look at it from this point, you can see a correction, and so we just wait for the correction to complete, and then let's see whether it will continue or there will be a reversal. Okay, but basically, if you look at it, this is what we are seeing. This is what we are seeing. This was correction. This was a correction, and then we got continuation, and now we are seeing some correction here or a flag. Okay, and then this one breakdown. Now this is what we are seeing. We are seeing this. Let's wait and see whether it will also what break down and also start forming a channel like this. It's a possibility. Okay, this can become a bigger channel. This can become a bigger channel in which we will see this. We will see this. We will see what we are seeing, and then maybe we can have a bigger breakout downwards. Okay, that is where that is also possible.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So for this week, I'm still eyeing UCAD. I'm eyeing it, and like I said, even though the buy has activated, I mean, based on where I picked it from, but my expectation is that it will drop down. But it's also depending on what the U.S. Economy will be doing, what Trump will also be doing. I mean, we all know that anytime Trump comes, or anytime any U.S. government comes, then is it that what the dollar is the dollar gains what strength or it loses, and then once it loses, then of course our sale can continue. But if it gains, then what happens? We can see ourselves what rising up, and in this case also, if the card also gains strength, we can see the sell activating. Okay, and if also the card also loses strength, it becomes weaker against the dollar, then of course the US market might not do anything, nobody might speak, but because the card has what weakened, then we can see our buy also going. Now usually what happens is to be sure whether the effect is coming from the US pair, is coming from the USD itself, what you do is you go to other pairs, okay, other pairs with US, other pairs that have the US as the preface. Okay, when you do that, you see that anytime the effect is coming from the dollar, then you see the same effect at all the other pairs that have what USD. So if we look at the UCAD, see, look at what UCAD is also doing. You see, it's the same thing that is happening here. It's the same thing that UCAD is happening.
UJ.
Sorry, UJ. You see, it also started rising, and then what? We saw the retracement. That is the correction. Okay, that is the correction. It rises and then it corrects. But you see, the JPY usually also is stronger. Usually is strong. So what happens is sometimes the effect on the UCAD caused by the US might not be effective over here. I mean, because of what the nature of the JPY. It also applies to the CHF. The CHF is also one currency that usually do not lose what momentum by virtue of the fact that almost all let me even use the African leaders. That's where mostly they all what repatriate their what monies. Yeah, that's where most of
the
them
Swiss
what
banks,
invest.
huh?
Yeah, the Swiss bank. That's where most of them invest their money, and so the Swiss franc is one currency that usually very stable, because anytime any of the currencies weaken up, it's a destination where most of the investors try to move what their money.
The safe haven.
Yes. So you see, look at what happened here. You see, if you look at the CHF, but look at the JP, and then look at the U card. You see that the CHF is doing different thing altogether. And basically, this tells us that the CHF was stronger, or the US currency was weaker. Okay, and see. Anyway, let's look at this pair and see.
Basically, for the CHF, that's the Swiss franc, is stronger than the other pairs for which the dollar is a prefix, and is showing that strength in the sell, right?
Yes.
So it's like dollar is falling to it.
Exactly.
Instead of rising in the other pairs.
But this is descending channel, and you see, this could likely lead to what? A buy. See, this is a descending channel, and usually when we have this, our expectation is that we will see a rise, correct, and then possibly
Up.
this one will be sweet, eh?
I see on the cake.
See, let's look at where it's got into. Okay, let's look at let's actually review this pair. See, our monthly time frame. This is where we are, and of course, we all know why we start with monthly. Okay, it gives us a true picture of what the pair is doing. Now, we don't want to put it here. We want to put it here. Okay, this week was created by a news, I'm sure, and you know sometimes some of the brokers too, they do funny things, and this is a suspicion. But usually when you want to find out what happened here, you can put it on you get the date 1st April, and then you can check what happened on 1st April, either in the US or with the Swiss franc, and then it will tell you what actually happened. It will give you, no, sorry, it's 1st December 2015.
15.
January. 1st
It's
January
January.
2015.
January
Yeah.
15, 2015.
Yeah, January 15. January 1st January 2015. So I mean you can go there and see what happened on that very day. And you'll tell
Can
you
check
something.
Forex news. So you go on.
Yeah, you check Forex news and then it will tell you. Anyway, so this is where we are looking at. Okay, we put a horizontal line here, and then we can put another one here. And this is the monthly. We don't want to draw any trend line again. You see, somebody will say, let's start from here. It will take, I mean, it's possible it can come here, but it will take time. And that will mean that what the US, what do they call the US currency is crashing. You see, you can find out why this happened. Okay. And that one too is 1st January 20 or 1st July 2011. It will tell you what happened, that the US got so weak that I mean it got to this point against the US franc. Okay, anyway, we go to weekly. Okay, we move to weekly, and this is what we see. As it is, we don't want to draw any trend line here. Okay, and so here we will not do anything. We will go to another And that's what we should always know. It's not, we shouldn't always think that what we should draw a trend when we don't see it. We shouldn't force it. Okay. But what you do is you go to different time frame. Maybe with the current time frame, we might not see any trend. And that is, of course, maybe the market was not, the pair was not trending. Maybe it was in consolidating or consolidation. And so what happens? That is what it will do. So you just go to another time frame and check what it happened there. So we move to the daily, and this is what we are seeing. Okay, over here we can draw a line from here, but even that one, you see, say it wasn't trading. It wasn't trending. Okay, it wasn't trending. It wasn't. It wasn't. And
Yeah.
pairs like this, it's difficult to trade them.
Yeah.
Pairs
Choppy.
like this, yes, difficult. If you are not careful, you lose your capital. Because just when you think it's going up, it's doing a different thing altogether. Okay, so such cases, you need to monitor and be sure that whatever you are doing is correct. Okay, good. So let's see. Yes. So when we go into the 4-hour time frame, at least we can see something happening. Okay, we can see something happening. We can see something, and that's where, okay, let's even look at it from here. We can see that something is happening here. Okay,
Channel in
even
the
here,
channel.
something happened. This is a flag. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is a flag. This is a flag. Is it? You get it? A flag formed here. Not too clear, but then we saw this downward. Okay, and now when we go to one that's where we see this descending channel. Okay, that's where we see this one. We see this one. We see this one. Okay, and the worst case scenario, it will come and hit here. Then maybe we can see it rising. If not, it can continue to go down to hit this one before we see it going up. But as it is now, you see, as it is now, you cannot enter it. Okay, where it is.
Yeah, the underground quiet. Bye-bye.
You see, where it is now, there's the possibility of what we having a reversal here. You see, the last time it got here, it went up. The last time it got here, what happened? It went up. So we can time it and see what will happen here. The last time I was here, it went up. What happened? It went up. The last time I was here, it went up. Okay. Now it's gotten here. We can just wait and see
So
what will happen here.
what's the interval between the time that it goes down to the next one? To use your cursor on it, we can get the dates and maybe know the actual. So this is
Yeah.
like 16.
Yeah, this was 16th and this was 17th.
17,
Oh, okay. The next
21st.
one, 18th.
18th,
Good.
and this one is what?
Ah, yes. So I was trying to establish a pattern. I
Okay,
just trying to
16th
establish a
December
pattern.
20, 17th December 20,
Okay.
18th December 20, and then here 18th. Yes, this all happened the same day. It went and then dropped. This happened at 18th at 10 a.m. and then this one happened at let me see, 9 p.m. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is what is happening. Now let's see. Like we are saying, it could go below and come and hit this line. Okay, come and hit this trend before it goes up, or even as it is here, it can continue to what trend in the channel like that. We can continue to see this, and then this. Okay, or still it will continue to see this go down to hit what we have there, and then possibly go up. These are all possibilities, but of course it's dependent on what the US or the US currency will do. Now let's look at the US index. Let me just find out the DXY.
DXY.
Yes, so that's the dollar index. Basically, it will also tell you what the dollar will be doing. Okay, now let's look at it. See, this is our dollar index. This is the US dollar index, and we are seeing this. This was our impulse, and we got a bit of what correction here. Not too clear, but then we got a continuation. Okay, now you see that's what we are talking about. Is it possible for it undo? Yes, we are asking ourselves, would it get to this point? Okay. We are asking ourselves, would it get to this point? Let's even be here. Okay. Would it? Now, if we go to a better time frame, see, you can see. Look at what is happening. You see, this side, you can even see it better. You see, you have your impulse. Okay, then we got a flag here, and then we got a continuation, and then we got a flag here. This is your flag, and then what? Your continuation, and then you got a flag.
Flag again.
Okay.
It looked like expanded, right?
Yes. You see, perfect. Look at this one. Look at this one. Okay. Now we can see this. We can do it like this. Okay. It's a possibility.
Beautiful. The bigger picture.
Yes. So we should expect something like this, and then possibly, or if it does any correction, then we should see ourselves coming to somewhere here.
Sure. Exciting. Looks nice.
You see, so if the dollar is going to do this, okay, if we are going to see the dollar to go up as it is now, okay, if we are seeing it to go this, then of course all the US space, okay, then our prediction
they'll go bullish.
Yes, then our prediction that the card is going to go bullish is right.
That will make GU also drop, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
Joe will be happy.
GU will drop. Of course, GU will drop because now the US currency is gaining momentum. And you see, let me clean this. It's possible. Look at it. This is an impulse, and then we are seeing some bit of correction. Okay. You see, this is an impulse, some small correction, then correction, then correction. Now we are seeing a bigger flag here. Okay. Possibly to maybe somewhere here, and then it will drop to somewhere here. My lines are not straight too.
Oh, it's okay. I think the eyes are working. So
you see, and so I mean, I won't be surprised to see the GU pair going what, bearish, based on what is happening. Okay, based on what is happening with the DSY, the dollar index. Yes. So if there's I'll hand over to you. I don't know if you also have something that you want us, unless otherwise there are specific questions that you would want me to take. But like I said, honestly, usually before I do weekly review, I want to, I would have done my own review for the week, and then at least I know the pairs that I'll be trading within the week. And of course, I didn't do anything because I'm already in the U card, and so I didn't want to burden myself. But usually what we do is, in the week, at least review not less than 20 pairs.
yeah.
Okay. And by doing so, you will find the best pair. You will find the best pair with a good setup, okay, to trade. And look, the truth, every week, they will give at least 1 or 2 pair. That is clear. And so for those who do weekly reviewing more than 10 pairs usually will catch those worms. But for me, I have standardized on this pairs here. This pairs here is what I've standardized on. Okay, because I've also realized that if you have a lot of pairs that you are studying, it becomes difficult to master. Okay, so I have, even though I have this pairs here, I have specific pairs that I've timed them. Okay, and at every point in time, those are the ones that I will be trading. Okay, the only time I will not trade other pairs is if I do not see it clear. So if the setup on those pairs are not clear, then I wouldn't go in there. Okay, I wouldn't trade in there. I will find another pair and then possibly make some small coins, and then I'll step out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Ben, can you do some analysis on that? Is the SAU and then the dollar?
Good.
SAU and the dollar.
Oh, okay. Excellent. I think I already have some markups where I did some markups on it as well. Okay.
Gold power.
No, yes, gold power. I mean, it is one of the pair that if you want to be
favorite pair.
Yeah, if you want to be rich quicker, then
help me kill me.
But that one too, the rate on it is also high.
Yes.
So yeah. So this I mean, I told a friend in the office that it will get to this point. When I told him, he didn't believe. But the day he got there, I called him and I told him, I told you. Okay, let me just clean it, and then we start it all together. Yes. So in terms of weekly or monthly, let's go to monthly. Let me take this thing off. Yes. So monthly, you see that we have this. Usually they call it a cap or whatever. Okay. Yeah, but my boss will tell you don't trade on the T-cap. My boss will tell you don't trade on designs and other stuff. Okay. Do analysis of the market, and then market structure will tell you what is happening. Anyway, So you see, we can draw a trend here. Okay, let's have this. This is the base, but I mean, it will take time to get here. I mean, let's be sincere. It will take time. I don't see gold getting to 116. I do not see it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do not see gold getting to 116. Anyway, so this is and basically we can see that we were on what, an upward trend. Okay, or we can put it here. Then we go to the daily. Okay, when we go to the daily, this is what we are seeing. We had this. We had this. Okay, now let's go to 4 hour. See, this is what happened from here. This was the impulse, and then we got a flag. Okay, and then we got our continuation, and then there was a small flag here. There was a flag here, and then we got this, and now it started reversing the same way. There was the impulse. What happened? We got this. Okay, and then this one we got a reverser, and a flag was created, and now it got up. Now all this that we are doing, we just want to see what is happening. For me, okay, my anticipation. Okay, see, anytime it got to this point, look at what happened. When it got to this trend line, it reversed.
Respected.
Now we can, yes, we can assume it that this is a trend line. So then we can still assume that it's got a bit of what?
Upwards.
Upward to do. And then let's go to the lower 1 hour time frame. Let's see, say, if this can be confirmed. Okay, so we have this. We have a trend here. Okay. Okay. Now, wait, let me, yeah. So now let's assume this is our new trend. Okay. This is a bigger correction or flag. And then we have this. And then we are seeing this, which looks more like a flag, but not too clear. Okay, not too clear. So at this point, I wouldn't say buy or sell. Okay, at this point, you cannot sell or you cannot buy. Let's wait when the market opens. Okay, what I foresee a correction to this level before. Where is it? I foresee gold going up again to 1,000. What is it? Yes, I foresee gold going to 19,009 plus. Okay, just by way of what? Respecting what? The trend. Just by way of respecting the trend. So we are expecting something like this. Okay, so let's wait and see what would happen. Now we cannot buy. You see, it can hit here, which is 1900. 1900. Yes. Or 1913,009. Okay, before, if anything at all, it will start doing this thing that it's doing. Because you see, the truth is, gold is on the downward trend. But knowing gold very well, it will not go straight. It will do all these zigzags, and then before you realize, Okay.
Hmm.
I don't see the dollar becoming so weak that gold will get to the 2000 plus. No. You see, the moment, and let's mark it. I'm sure when this guy is sworn in, okay, when Biden is sworn in, that is when we can see another huge drop. This one's happened. Let me see. I think when did America do the election? November what? 7th
11. I
or
think 11.
11th November.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So is he heading to the election? That was when it started dropping. It started dropping. Okay. And now after this fought and back. But when the confirmation was made for Biden, that is when it started climbing again. And that is
Yeah.
what we have seen so far.
Yeah.
Now, once the swearing in has been completed, I can assure you that we will see what the US going up.
Yeah. DXY will go up.
DSY will go up. Once
Gold will drop.
DSY goes up, gold will have to come down because I mean a lot of people will move their investment into dollar instead of gold. Anytime gold gets weaker, people moves into a dollar, and then when dollar also gets weaker, people start investing in gold, and that is what is happening. Okay, so for now, I can say that it will get to this point. It's likely to get to this point, but we cannot enter into it now. We cannot enter it now. We need to wait for the market to open and see what would happen. It is not ready yet to trade. Gold is not ready yet to trade. You do it, you are taking undue risk. You see, somebody will say, let's look at this trend. Okay. Yes, it's a possibility. See, once it crosses 3, see, once it touches 3, then one can say yes, we have a trend. But see, the last time when it got here, from here, yes, it got here, it started correcting, and then it break out this trend. And once this trend has been broken before, okay, you don't want to risk and say that you are going to sell. I'm telling you, it can move up again. It can move up again and possibly hit this side, that level. And so for now, I would say gold is not ready to trade. You can take the risk, but it is not ready yet. It is not ripe. Gold is not. Joe, what I can also say is I don't know if you also do the markups, but it will be good also. I mean, of course, for me, I believe in what we like they say, iron sharpens iron. You
Sure.
on the daily basis or every week, if you can spend some time to do markups for about a minimum of 10 pairs,
Yeah.
okay, and
Yeah.
even when you mark, you can even throw it to the page, and then those who are ready to critique it, fine. If they are not, it's okay. But for myself and then Mr. Eze, I know we will be ready to critique it. We correct it, we will review it, and we correct ourselves. I mean, that is how we also learned it and
Sure. Sure.
got the experience. My mentor, when he started with me, we were meeting 3 times in a week, and every session I have to come with 21 markups from monthly, weekly, daily. Yes, and then 4 hours. So I pick US card. I have to do a markup on the monthly. I screenshot it. I do weekly. I screenshot it. I do daily. I screenshot it. And before we do any meeting, we would review it, and then he would do all the corrections. Then he would, before even we start for the day, and then he will take me to, okay, this side, this is what you should have done. Here you should, I mean, based on the way the market was behaving, there was no need for you to draw a trend, and that is it. And that is how we can all better our skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we even talk, we still watch our mentors. We still watch their videos.
Yes.
We still watch their videos.
We watch their video. We attend the class. You see, because they also still attend to their mentors or their mentees in training.
There's seniority in it. So I
That
mean,
is the
there's
funny
something
thing
that you
about
may
it.
be missing, and they'll just bring it to your attention.
Yes, that's one thing about it. Even though they are, what do they call it? They are six. I'm sure by now, Grandpa, they
Figures.
move to the 10.
Seven figure earner.
Even though they are exactly, even though they are 7, they are 6 figures, they still attend what course from their mentees or whatever they call it. You get it, and basically that is it. Basically, that is how the whole thing is. Because, like they say, iron sharpens iron.
It takes time, but you'll be good at it with practice. You know, it's said that what you do continuously or consistently for 90 days, you become an expert in it. So I mean, you do that same
you
thing,
see,
repeat it for 90 days, you gain some expertise in it. So just push yourself, because you know it starts like this. It looks a bit dull, it looks a bit unenthusiastic, you know. Oh, it's all charts, it's all figures, but I tell you, that is the skill set that you need. I can sit behind the chart and I don't get tired.
Of course. Me, my wife has she's fought with me several times. That me, I'm married to the computer. But you see, at the end when the charts are flowing.
You should have made me pause here, because it's still on record.
Oh my God. Then you don't have to. We are in it together.
Thank you, everybody. I think I've learned a lot, and I'm just praying everything will be fine.
That's what we are praying. No, that's
traders know God. I tell you, traders are so close to God. I tell you that
your patience will let you pray.
You will pray, because you'll be like, oh God, let this come down once and I'll not make this silly mistake again.
I know. The funny thing is that you are praying and someone is praying against you.
So traders pray a lot. I mean, if you want the fine Christians, they are all traders, right? They pray like they pray. Oh man. All right, Charlie. So Ben, thank you so much for bringing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, we are grateful, and we just would want to end here, and we're looking up to this week for a good week, and just as we do it, we study the market before we are able to enter, and all the best.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Productive.
Good night, bro. Good night, bro.
Charlie. Cheers. Thank you so much.